Hello guys, how are you? Today we're going to solve the May-June 2018 exam, variant 1. This is one of the most difficult exam ever. It looks like architecture or whatever. So let's begin. Okay, open the file evidence. Make sure your name, center number and candidate number will appear in every page of your evidence documents by placing this detail in the header. So let me open the evidence document. I have to extract the file first. When the folder comes, just go inside and let's open the evidence document. Okay, here's my evidence document. I should open with Microsoft Word. Now I should put my details as instructed on the header. You have to write your name in full, then press tab your center number, tab your candidate number. You can access it here either by double click or you just create insert header and footer. It's here. So let's start with the header. You can choose the header with three placeholder. So I can write my name here. You have to write your name in full. Okay, then go here and write the center number. For example, my center number is this one, and this is my candidate number, let's say 122 whatever. Okay, will be provided during the exam. So let's put this aside and let's see what's the other one. Save this Word document as process document in your work area with the file name. Word process means you have to save it as Microsoft Doc, and the evidence is the name J1831 followed by your candidate number. Okay, so press file, save as, and this is my last folder I'm working with. I'll just browse the exact one, Control V, and here my candidate number. And as word processed, you have to change it from RTF to Word document because RTF does not save all the format. Alright, let's begin. You need to place a screenshot and answer to the question in this evidence document. So this is just an instruction, it's not a step. I'm going to skip the web page, going to solve it in another video. So the spreadsheet. You are going to prepare a spreadsheet model to calculate the number of bricks. Use it to build a wall. Identify symbols. Use it within a spreadsheet formula for the following mathematical operators. This is theoretical question, is no longer exist at the exam, but let's do it in evidence 5. So what symbol we choose for multiply, divide, the power of, and is not equal to. So this is in evidence number 5. Let's go evidence number 5. So for the first one is multiply. For multiply you have to press shift 8. This is the symbol. For the other one, divide, you do divide by this one, and power off here, this symbol, shift 6. It's not doing okay, and is not equal to, actually you do it like this one, you need it some time. Is more than, greater than, open, against each other. So press save and continue. Alright, save your evidence document. Open the file estimators and bricks. Okay, usually at the exam of the Excel, when they say open two files, usually they're going to use some form of lookup, maybe vertical lookup, maybe H lookup, which is horizontal, or X lookup, the new one. So it's up to you or according to the question. So select all from this triangle, double click between cell and cell, so expand and make everything visible. And I have to open the other file estimator. Also do the same thing, is select all and double click, and let's do the question. Alright, edit the file estimator so that it look like this one. So this one is merged from A to C. Select from A to C, select merge and center, And let's see here, poppy bricks is poppy bricks in gray background. Maybe I think it's bold, make it bold. I'm going to start the gray background by the bucket here. I think it's light gray because the color is black of the font, so you have to contrast it with a very light gray. Maybe this one is possible, so I have to increase the font. I will see here the font start from just before the A and just before or middle of the C. So let me do this one, increase until you see the result you are looking for. I think this is perfect. Poppy brick. I'm not sure about the font. Maybe it's another font, maybe Arial. Let me choose Arial. Okay, ARI, and I'm looking for Arial. What is Arial? I again, sorry, Arial. Where's Arial? Yes, here. This is Arial. I think I need to reduce it. I just want the result as drawn here. Then we have cost estimator for brick walls in the second line, so I have to also merge this one, merge and center, and it is bold. Make it Arial 2, Arial. Okay, and how's about the font? It's just under this one, so I'm going to increase. I think it's fit, and the same background color here. I can just choose it from here. I think here, yes, the same. They look like they merge. They is not merged together, the two rows. Each row have different criteria, a different font, but the same background. That's why it look like this one. And you see here 3 is hid under 2, so you just drag it like this one between 3 and 4, hit it until it just you see the tail of the 3. Okay, just as instructed. How about other text? Is it look like this one? The text is right aligned. I'm going to select this one, is right aligned. Okay, and the other one is left aligned. I think it's left already. Let me double check. It's left. So what other thing I can do? I'm not sure about this kind of font. Maybe it's Arial. They never instructed, but we need something that look alike this one. So select Arial again, and yes, it looks like Arial. I can copy. I don't need to copy the format. Just make it also Arial. Okay, press enter. Next, there's a slight space here. Let me check it. Yes, I have to make it visible, and here visible, double click, and I think here I need to increase this one by 1 level. No, not this one, this poppy brick. No, this is too much, so maybe I can say 38. Sometimes I give you instruction for this one, but not all the time, and maybe I give this 19. So you have to do it just exactly or just similar. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is all set. Save this file as spreadsheet with the file name J1831. Follow it by your center number and candidate number with underscore. Save as, and as what you did in the Word, you have to change this from CSV comma separated value to Excel, because comma separated value does not save any of the format. This is very important. So again, my center number underscore my candidate number. Save. It's all set. So let's get into real business now. Evidence number 6. Take a screenshot showing cell A1 to C12 in your spreadsheet, including the row and column heading placed in your evidence document. So open the snipping tool. Just press new. Row and column heading should be displayed, so you have to select from here and go down. They say to C12 and this is C12, the empty one. Take your screenshot, and this is evidence number 6. So go to the evidence number 6 here and press Ctrl V or paste, right click, make sure it's visible, all set. Very good. Let's go to step 16. Place your name, center number, candidate number in the center of the header. So as you know, you have to go to insert, header and footer. Some new office you will not find header and footer, you will find it under text, so make sure which version you use. So center line here, this is my name, I have to write my name in full. Okay, my keyboard is sticking. Alright, comma, center number, this is my center number, and this is my candidate number. Alright, next, place an automated file name including file path in the right footer. Okay, so you have to go to the footer. You can say go to footer, which part I have to make sure, right align. So to include file name and path, you just place file path. File path will include file path and file name, so make sure you don't press file name here. If they say file name only, just file name only. File name and path, file path only. Okay, this is very important. You have to save, and you have to quit this view. Just go to this grid or view normal. Okay, let's go back my page, scroll, and let's go to the next step. For step 17 to 20, these steps, you may enter a test data to help you to create a model. Because you have to create a model, sometimes some data is not provided. We have to make a deco or just a fake information to make your model running or tested. So restrict data entry in cell B4 to be S or D capital. So B4 is here. Let me make zoom. To restrict the data, you have to go to data validation. Data, let's go to data validation. Data validation. So because it is more than one value, S or D, so I have to select list and I have to type my value here. It is S, comma, D. Okay, so it is S or D. You may include a small s, a small d, but I think it's not required because they just mention S or D. Press OK. You see the data here is restricted to S or D. If I write any other letter, for example H, it will not accept it. You see, and if you want to write alternative message to give it to the, as a warning, you can say, for example, here warning. This is not necessary here, but sometimes if they might ask, say for example only S capital or D are accepted. Okay, this here. Alright, press OK. So as you see here, if I say any other letter, it will not accept it. The value entered is not valid. Okay, you see, warning, only S or D are accepted. You will see this message. So leave it for now. Take a screenshot of your method restricting the data entry placed in your evidence document. This is evidence number 7. So go here and do the same thing again. Just one click, go back, exit. Sometimes is weird to acting weird. So data validation, we have to actually take a screenshot of this one. So where is my snipping tool? Press new, and you just select your data validation just up to here, and let's go to evidence number 7. Evidence number 7. Now we need to move it, no widow or orphan, so I have to stick together. So make sure it's visible, correct. Control S for save. And let's go to step 18. Enter a formula in cell B10. 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 I have to go to B10. B10. Yes, this is B10. I have to enter my formula here. So what's my formula is just to display only single if cell B4 contain S capital. and double if B4 contain D. So when you have more than one option, which is two option, then I need if function give you two options. Remember, the number of if you need at the exam or any formula, it is the number of option minus one. For example, two option minus one is one. That means one if. For example, if you have five options, 5 minus 1, we have 4 if nested together. For now we have one if that includes single or double. So our test value in B4, so if the user enter here S, here the value in B10 should be single. If it's D, it should be double. So I'm going to write if or type if. The logical test is going to look here. If this cell equal this letter, which is S. By the way, you can't write B4 equal S. S is not a number. If it's a number, just equal. But any character, you have to include it between apostrophe. So if B4 equal S, so what is the result? Single. Okay. Now value if false, as you see here. Value if false, of course, if not an S, the user has entered D. Of course, it should be double. So you don't have to go through that again and write if equal D equal double. So that one if, it can do both options. If equal S is single, double, or you can make it B4 equal D. The answer here is double, the otherwise is single. So of course single, and if I write here double, if I make it D, it should be double. That's correct. Alright, we're done with this part. Let me highlight it. Alright, enter a function in, oh my god, this is a very big question. It's have 9 marks, a lot of information here, so please be careful. Just break it down. We have to break it down. Enter a function in B9. What is B9? B9 is oh my god, I supposed to put this one, sorry guys, I supposed to make it in B10, so that's fine. I just move it, I cut it and move it. So in B9 I have to enter this function to look up, or we're going to use either Vlookup or Hlookup, the name of the type of brick using the file JBrick. So open JBrick. Alright, look here very carefully. We need the type of brick. What is the type of brick? This is cost, this is face area, this brick impact, this brick name. This is, I think, the type of brick we are going to use, and this is the code. Usually when you're looking for a specific column, and by the way, this is Vlookup because it's going to look vertical like this. Look for the left side. The left side is where we can get this information. So you go back to your original file you are using. What is the code we have to enter here? See, type of brick chosen is here, so it's going to look for this code. So our lookup value equal Vlookup. As you see, Vlookup have Vlookup value, array, column index, and range. So for the lookup value, where I want to look, a user have to enter the code here, because type of brick, please enter brick code. That's why I understand that this is the lookup value, comma, table array. I go to this table. You can select it all, or I don't need to select all, because I only need to know what is the code and what is the name of the type. So I can stop here. So just select what we're looking for. So it's locked by itself. I can go back here and press after table array is comma, column index. So what is the column index? Is this 1 or 2? No, it's 2. So I have to write I have to type 2, column index number 2, the result from column 2, comma, false. False means please bring it as it is, don't make any approximation. Enter. So why is not applicable? Because there is no value here. Remember, they said earlier that you can choose any type of type to make test of your model. For example, let's make write C, for example. You see, Clytrin. How it does that? It look for the value C and it go to this range and look for C. When it found C, it gives you the second column, which number 2, which shall I trim or whatever, I don't know what this is. Alright, good. Okay, we're done with this part. Enter a function in B9 and okay, let me highlight it that we dim this one. Okay, some wall, okay, this is actually related to step 20. Some wall are single skin wall. These are one brick thick. Okay, when you build the wall with one brick is thinner, you can hear your neighbors talking and chatting. A stronger wall are double skin. These are 2 brick thick. Okay, so to calculate the number of bricks that will be required for a single skin wall, the following formula is used. Multiply the length and height of the wall and multiply together. Length and height of the wall multiplied together. Let's break it one by one. So where we use this one, enter a formula in B11 to calculate the number of brick required for the wall. You can only buy whole brick. We will understand this later. So in B11, we write the formula as you said is the length time the length of the wall multiplied by the height of the wall. Even so, there is no data, but we can enter it by ourselves. Enter. So it's 0 because there is no value here. Next, the length and height of the wall are multiplied together. Let me go back to very first part of the exam to make sure that any centimeter or any nothing, they didn't identify anything. Alright, length and height of the wall are multiplied together. This is divided by the face area of each brick. So what is the face area? There is no face. Length, height, brick code, S or D, single or double, type of brick. So what is the face area? Maybe in the other file. So this is the face area. So I need to look up from this again. Look what the code was entered and bring what is in the first area. So this is another VLOOKUP. So I'm here. So all of this divided by the first area. How I'm bringing the first area? By the sign of or symbol of divide. Okay, how I bring it? By VLOOKUP. You see how this complicated exam is? So this divided by the VLOOKUP. What is my lookup value again? Is this one, comma. What is the table array? Here I have to select again. I can do it up to here or moving. That is enough up to here because I need this part. So what is column index? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just make it. Oh, by the way, here in centimeter, as you see, comma, and column number 3 and false. Double click on false and enter. That's it. Okay. So let me length in centimeter. So let me length of the wall in centimeter. Let's say is 400 centimeter. That's 4 meter. And height in centimeter. Let's say I'm not sure. Let's say 200 centimeter. Oh, these all 200 centimeter. As you see here, I need 205 brick, which is this one. Multiply this by this one, divided by the face area, which we brought it by the lookup. Alright, then with this part, highlight is divided by face area. Highlight this also. Twice as many brick are needed for double skin. Okay, now they are saying that this is only for single, but twice as many needed for double wall. So if it is double, sorry, this is now single. If I write single, this should be 205. If it is double, this multiplied by 2. That means we need an if here. We need an if here to make this one multiplied by 1 if it is single, because this is for single. Multiplied by 1 if it's single, and multiplied by 2 if it is double. I can do it with many ways. I can make an if, and if it is single, which is this one, is equal s, bring all this one. If it is double, comma, this multiplied by 2, but I can do it with easier way, which is actually this is for single. Okay, so what I have to do, I multiply this by if. How? I multiply by if what? If this character equal s, right? If this is equal s, what is the result? The result is 1. That means it will multiply this one. If this is single, multiply 1 by this one, so the result will be only for single. We already did here. Comma, of course, if it is not a single, it should be double. So it could be 2, because this will multiply by 2. Let me check here. Enter. So this is for s. If it is d, you see it's multiplied by 2. This is a very easy one. If before equals single, which is s, the answer is 1, which is 1 multiplied by this. If it is other than s, which is of course should be d, it will be the false value here, which is 2 multiplied by the same, that the thing we bring for that one. So for both double skin and wall, okay, this is another one. Alright, let me highlight it, highlight here with different color, because this is another step within this one. An extra 10% is always added as some brick will be damaged, so I need to add 10%. So I need to add 10% of all of this value. So how I'm going to do this one? There is a long way, which I'm going to bring this one as it is and make plus 10% of itself again. So this is a very long one. Or I can say multiply by 1.10. 1.10 means itself and 10% of herself or whatever. So how are you going to do this one? Let me, because I'm not sure if I have to put this all in brackets. Whatever comes here, I need to multiply this by 1.10, which is 1 is the whole number, is all this brick, plus 10% of that number. So this is the 10% has been added. So an extra 50 brick are added, or some will need to be cut. This is very easy one. Let me highlight again with green. I need another 50. So after all that finish, I can press plus 50, just 50 brick. Enter. Next step, enter a formula in cell B11. Already did that. Calculate the number of brick required for the wall. We did that one. You can only buy whole bricks. What does that mean? That means you cannot buy a fragment of brick like here. See, 0.282. This is a fragment of brick. You cannot do anything with that one. So we don't need this one. So what function that make the whole is round. So I need to put all this function in round. They didn't mention for round up or round down. If they say you better have excess better than less, use round up. But I'm going to use round because just they ask for whole. Actually I better use round up, because if I actually needed 5.1.2, that means I need more than 501 brick. That I mean more like 2 or something like this. So I need to make round up for the whole number. So make it here round up. Okay, round up. As you see, round up have a number. This is the number. Go after the number and make comma. Why round up is working here? Round up. So this is my number, as you see. And let me, what's going on here? Round. Okay, this is the number. Let me do this like this. Comma. Okay, let me just check again. Let me remove this extra. So the round up for all this number. Okay, round up. This is my number. Okay, I'm here in the number. Let me do it here. Okay, should be like this one. 0. So too many arguments. Roundup I need to do like this. Okay, this is my number. Let me close the brackets. So let me remove the roundup. Equal. So we need to round up this whole thing. Okay, let me put it in brackets so we make sure it's so we can use roundup. So the roundup should be here, round up. You better have excess better than okay, this is my number, comma, number of digit is 0. Whole number usually use 0. If they say nearest 10, you have to do it -1. Nearest 100, -2. Nearest whole number 0. So this is my roundup. So we round it up because we can only buy whole brick. So we finish up with this part. Let me highlight it. Save and print your spreadsheet. Finally we finish. Save and print the spreadsheet showing formula. So to show the formula, press save, don't forget. To show the formula, you have to make view, formula, show formula, or control tilde. Okay, make sure everything is visible. Clearly this is not visible, so just select all here and double click to make it visible. So now all formula are used and looking good. It is landscape orientation. We can do it from here, from the page layout. Landscape is here, and row and column heading are displayed. So you go to heading here, check on the print. As you see here, this is for the view. Column and heading here shown, but for the print you have to select this one. And let's go. Row and column heading displayed. The content of cell are fully visible, already visible. So let me print. And because I don't have a printer here, this is printout number 1. I'm going to print it as PDF. So it's going to expand into 2 pages, as you see here. Expanding into 2 pages, everything visible. Make sure that everything should be visible, and we're good to go. So print. I'm going to print exactly in my folder as the exam. This one. Go inside. This is printout number 1. So this is just for your reference. You don't need to do that at the exam. We just print it on real printer. Okay. Next. Okay, we have done. Let me highlight it. Printout number 1 finish. Enter data to build a single skin wall. Use V as a code. So now go to the toggle the show formula. Again, double click to make it visible, and they didn't ask for single now, so let me change this to V. Enter. So you see it's changed. Double click to make it visible, and length is 400. I already did this one, and the length and the height of the wall is 60. So make it 60. Right. Done. Alright, is it single or double? Again, to build a single, so make sure it's single, not double. Single need less, you see, less than this one. And print the spreadsheet showing value. Print outfit in a single page. It's okay, has this value already. To make in a single page, you have to go again to the page layout. Is it single page or wide? This is very important. If they say single page, you actually have to make this 1 page, and this is 1 page. That means all fit in 1 page. If they say single page wide, never touch the height, make it automatic, and make this 1 page. If they say single page wide, but for single page only, you have to make it like this one. Alright, now print out. Make sure your name, center number, candidate number appear in F. So print, Control P, and column and heading. I think they didn't ask for column and heading. I have to remove it from the print. File, print. I think this is good to go, and this is my name and center number and candidate number. They didn't ask for the orientation, so this is printout number 2. Okay, save. Alright, change the model so that the wall is double skin and the height is 50. This is just the height is 50 and the wall is double. Right, save. Next, print the spreadsheet showing value. Print out and fit in a single page, and content of cell are fully visible. Make sure that everything is visible, and one page is fine. File, print. Again, this is print out, as you see here, double, P50, and so on. Print, and this is print out number 3. Alright, and save and print your evidence document. At the end of the exam, you have to print your evidence document. Okay, guys, I think I finished this exam. Got very lengthy formulas. Okay, and please remember, function like this one, which one, that one, the longer one, which one, this one that brings this one. A function long like this one, just break it. Okay, just break it one by one. Don't just read it at once. You have to break it step by step. Even if you make 2 or 3 steps, you will get the mark that you already did, and instead of leaving it at all. As you see, it's 9, sometimes it's 11, so you don't need to do that. Okay guys, this is the end of the exam. I would like to thank you very much, and I will see you in the next exam. Thank you very much.